Hey beauty babes, welcome to my channel. I'm Maria, aka agapelovegirl. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today I'm back with a new Empties videos. Why do I always say videos? I'm here to share with you an Empties video. This is actually going to be makeup and beauty empties as well as some declutters because I've been kind of going through my office and cleaning up some things and realizing I have stuff that is like over 2 years old that I don't even use. I need to declutter. I've thought about doing like a dedicated like declutter video, kind of going through some of my makeup drawers and just kind of like doing a separate video for each drawer. If you're interested in something like that, let me know. I don't know if that's something I would do or if there would be any interest, but I know declutter videos are pretty popular, so if you guys want to see that, let me know. Otherwise I might just like slowly, as I'm decluttering, put them or include them in my empties video like I'm going to do today. Anyways, I don't want to make this intro too long, but most likely it will be long because you guys know I like to chat. I just want to say that if you like my makeup today, I did film a quick tutorial. It will be on Instagram, not here on YouTube, because it's just a really quick look, nothing crazy, but it looks really pretty, I think. So if you like it, check there, I'll have it linked. I haven't filmed in like 2 weeks, so I feel really out of practice and really weird. It's just been really busy and crazy with just different things, as well as last week I got my wisdom teeth removed, and so like I did not handle that well. I have a pretty high tolerance for pain, but this took me down pretty good. Apparently if you get your wisdom teeth removed after 30 years of age, it's a lot more like risky and like worse, I guess. So my bad. Yeah, it took me down. I was swollen like a chipmunk. It was not good. Anyways, I didn't wear makeup all last week. I feel really out of practice. I even feel like my makeup today looks really like bleh. Like, I mean, I feel like it looks pretty, but I just feel like a mess kind of. As well, one more thing, this is probably already gonna be kind of a longer empties video just because I didn't end up filming an empties video last month. I've been trying to do them every month, like at the beginning of the month. I just never got around to it. There's actually several videos that I meant to, wanted to, planned to film last month that I did not get to film, and I'm like, feel really defeated and sad, but I mean, hey, it is what it is. Life, just stuff happens, and that is what it is. So anyways, that's a little quick rambly update for you guys. So I'm not gonna talk anymore. Let's go and get into the empties. Alright, let's go ahead and just jump right into it here. First two items I'm going to share are declutter items, and I'm so sad slash kind of mad at myself about these just because I barely use these, and this is I'm pretty sure a pretty high-end brand. I received these in PR from a brand called Borghese. I think that's how you pronounce it. It's kind of like a pretty kind of bougie brand as far as I know. I remember them being pretty expensive. They reached out to me, I think maybe at this point 3 years ago maybe, about sending me a PR package. It was the first and last PR package I ever received from them, and it had a lot of stuff, some makeup, quite a few skincare things, and so anyways, I got that package, and I think at the time, sorry this is gonna be long, I had received also a few other packages, like one from Lancome. It was like in the beginning of when I first started getting PR, so maybe it was a little bit longer than that. No, maybe 3 years is accurate. Anyways, point being, and at that time, like I was still really new to a lot of these kind of bigger brands that were reaching out to me, and I had just like received kind of like package after package after package from several different brands, and it was so exciting yet also very overwhelming for me. And there's just so many new items for me at the time that I just couldn't put them all to use, so I kind of just picked and chose like the ones I was most excited about, the ones I was most interested in, and started using those and things like that. And then I figured I would go back to the other items, and kind of never really did. I put them away in a drawer thinking I would use them, and never really did. And it kills me because these actually sound like really great items. I know I have used them before. See, I still have the little boxes for them, but let me take them out. So here's actually what they are. It's the Fango Active Radiance Facial Oil. You can see I've used a little bit, but pretty much it's all there. And this actually sounds like it would be amazing. Let me look at the box. It's It says this ultra lightweight balanced blend of botanical oils includes sweet almond oil, avocado, grapeseed, absorb at once to provide hydration and protection, helps to nourish and restore lipids lost with age to the environment, non-greasy, imparts with an elegant afterfeel, and leaves skin truly luminous. I think I just didn't, at that time, I really wasn't into facial oils or anything like that, and I just didn't know how to use this. I mean, even though that's like the directions are on there, I just didn't know how to include this into my skincare routine. I was also kind of, I think, set in some of the skincare stuff I was using, so I didn't incorporate this. I didn't know when or how to use it, and so I just never did. And like I said, I've had it for maybe like 3 years. I'm gonna feel it just because I'm really, really curious. Those like almond oil, grapeseed oil, all those are oils that I use now. So this would have been amazing. It does feel really, really nice. I don't really remember using it, but obviously I did use it a little bit. I think I didn't get it. I didn't know how to use it, and I just feel really like dumb and like mad at myself that, I mean, gosh, I had these really incredible items from this high-end brand and I let them go to waste. Ridiculous. The next one is, I believe, a vitamin C cream. I did use this a little bit more than the oil. It was just a very thick, balmy type of cream, and I think I just remember it was just, I didn't like the texture of this that much. It's almost very like not gritty, but has a, I don't know how to explain it, a gritty feeling, a very thick feeling to it, almost like a silicone primer-y kind of a thing, and I hate that kind of a feeling. So smells really nice. Even though vitamin C, I usually like to use vitamin C serums, or vitamin C serums when I incorporate that in my skincare. And I like vitamin C for the skin and stuff like that. I just couldn't, I remember I couldn't really get into using it. It just felt too greasy to me, too much. So I didn't use it at night, and I also didn't use it before in the morning before my makeup, because it was too, I didn't like it. So anyways, I'm decluttering those. They've been sitting in my top drawer for the longest time, and they're probably expired. When it comes to skincare, you do not want to keep that past expiration, because for one, a lot of the active ingredients, if there's active ingredients and stuff like that, stop working after a time. And two, it could, like, who knows, like, what effects it could have as it ages and stuff like that. So usually they're, like with skincare, you don't really want to mess around with like the expiration date. So I need to get rid of them. The next item is an empty. This is the Derma Firming DMA Eye Lift eye cream, and this is one that I purchased myself. I actually am on the Derma PR list, and so I had originally received one of these in PR. I fell in love with it, and I had this is one that I've repurchased since then. This lasted me a good 7 months, using it almost twice daily. For the first couple of months, I'm pretty sure I used it in the morning as well as in the evenings, and then after a while I started just using it in the mornings and using a different cream in the evenings, just because, like, I don't know, I have several eye creams, and I really like this one for the firming. Like, this is one of my favorite eye creams because it has that firming benefits to it. And my eyelids, as I'm aging, are getting a little bit more hooded, a little bit more saggy, so I need all the firming help I can get. And this one really does work for me, but it's not like one of those things where like it's firming like permanently. I feel like it's firming while you're using it. So if you use it one day or the night before, your eyelids are going to be firm, but if you don't use it for a day or a couple of days, like, they start drooping again. So it's not like a permanent, but even still, I really like it. So what I would do was use it in the morning, especially before I was going to do makeup, because it really helped to firm up my eyelids for eyeshadow and things like that. I really like this. I thought about repurchasing this, but I'm actually not, just for right now. I probably will in the future, because like I said, this is one of my favorites. I would recommend this. But I have, like I said, a couple other eye creams that I'm currently trying to use up as well. They're not ones that I like as much as I like these, but I do like them. I think they are okay, and I would like to just use them up and get rid of them. As well, I also just recently purchased a different eye cream that I really want to try. The brand is Rock, and it has like retinol and stuff like that, and it's supposed to be for like really helpful for anti-aging and fine lines and lifting and stuff, and I've heard good things about that, and I really want to give that a try. So I'm giving that a try instead of repurchasing this. But I do recommend, if you're looking for an affordable eye cream that really helps to firm up your eyelids and this one, like Derma E, is a really great price. They're like cruelty free. If I'm remembering correctly, they're vegan. There's a lot of really great things about the brand Derma E, and this is a really one of my favorites, like I said. Next up is a declutter, and I actually have a few other of these in like a drawer somewhere too. I need to find and probably declutter or maybe gift to somebody else because I haven't used them, but this is the one I use. This is the CoverGirl liquid liner. I received this in PR. There was like, I got like, I don't know, 5 or 7 of them, however many colors there are. And initially I really, really liked this because it is such a fine tip, and it's not your typical like brush tip. It kind of is like a felt tip applicator, and like look at that fine line it gives. I like love that. I really do love the fine line and precision of this, and I like this kind of applicator. I think I talked about this before, how I want to see more applicators like this for eyeliners because I need a felt tip liner because I don't do well with brushes, but I like the idea of the dip so you still get the opacity like and it doesn't dry out. Anyways, but the reason why I'm going to declutter this is because even though I like that about it, and initially my first impressions of this were that I liked it, the formula of it bothers me. Like, I thought I could kind of get past it, but I just can't. Like, there's something about this formula that almost like is plasticky. I don't really know how to explain it, but like when you use it and you start to like kind of go over it or something, it almost like pulls up or like just doesn't correct on itself. I'm trying to see if I could do it here. I'm gonna make myself feel like I need to get it. I don't know, it almost feels like you could like peel it up or like, I don't know, it's not good. It's a little bit too something. All I can think of is it reminds me of like putting a thin sheet of like cellophane or plastic. That's what it reminds me of. I can't quite explain it. If anybody else has tried this and knows what I'm talking about, like maybe you can explain it better, but I don't like it. I want to because I love the precision, but when I use it, I feel like it just messes up. Like it messes up my makeup. It doesn't, I don't know, I don't like it. I can't, that's it. I'm not gonna ramble on. I don't like it. So it's still quite a bit of left in here. So I just have to, I'm decluttering it. I can't, I won't use it. I keep trying, or I have tried, and every time I'm just like, it's frustrating. So I want to love that. I just can't. So it's going bye-bye. And the other ones that I have that I haven't used, I'll gift to somebody else if they might want it and might want to put up with it. Another item that I'm decluttering is this from Strivectin. I did receive it in PR. I've purchased some PR. I've purchased Strivectin on my own before as well because I love their skincare products. There was a time when it was like, that was like the majority of the skincare products I was using from Strivectin because they just have really good skincare as well. They're pretty expensive though. And because of that, they like found me because I was talking about their products and put me on their PR list. I haven't received anything from them in the longest time, but that's okay. Anyways, so this is one of the things I received in PR. It is their Active Infusion Youth Serum. And it's got like these little, I don't know if you can really tell, but like these little pearly balls here in some kind of serum, and it like pumps out. And I think it actually gives, if I can remember correctly, so it kind of comes out like this. Oh my gosh, it looks kind of gross when it comes out because those like pearls like squish together and then make this almost inappropriate looking cream. Anyways, and then it smells nice. It still smells nice. And you rub it on your face and it's like a youth serum kind of a thing. And if I remember correctly, what I'm trying to remember is that, yeah, okay. You can't tell because it's so microfine, but it does have a little bit of microfine shimmer. So when you use it, it kind of gives your skin a little bit of a luminosity. I did really like it. The only reason I'm decluttering it is because I've had this for, actually maybe, look it, I made up, it says it's 24 months, that's the expiration date. I feel like it's about 2 years that I've had it, so I don't know, I'm a little bit iffy on it. I probably need to look back on when I got it, but I feel like I've had it for about 2 years as well, and the expiration is 2 years, and I still have quite a bit left, so I don't want to, like I said, I don't want to take any chances, so I'm just going to declutter it. Thing is, I did like it. I use it every now and then. I put it on my dresser where I get ready and do my makeup, but I often would kind of just forget to use it, and that was my biggest problem. Like, it wasn't that I didn't like it, but I didn't use it consistently enough to know. Like I said, I can't speak for the benefits that it had, like anti-aging kind of thing, because I just didn't use it enough to know that. I didn't use it consistently enough to really see any differences or notice anything. I would just use it here and there when I remember. Even though I had it on my dresser right in front of me when I get ready. Thing is, I don't necessarily do a lot of primers or anything like that, or when I do my makeup, I just put my foundation right on my face. So yeah, I would just often forget until after I was done. I'd look at it and I'm like, oh, I should have used that. So anyways, I just got to declutter it because it's about that time for the expiration date, basically. Next up, I have some setting sprays. I have the Pixi Skin Treats Glow Mist. This is the one with argan oil. It's the one that like kind of, and I have another one, I should have got it to show you guys, but basically it's like the spray and then a little bit of the argan oil, so you kind of have to shake it up to use it. And this one really makes you dewy. Well, my battery had just died, so I had to get up and switch it anyway. So I grabbed the the one I have that is still half full, but I don't know if you could see how it's got like the spray and then a little bit of oil, and you kind of have to shake it up to mix it. Anyway, so that's what the regular one looks like. Anyways, this makes you really, really dewy. So I didn't use it a ton, even though I have, I'd say I have normal skin, sometimes combination, but oftentimes leaning on the dry side. Even though I have dry skin sometimes, I didn't use this like a ton because it just leaves you so dewy, and I kind of just don't know how to handle that. Like, I like my skin to be pretty like dry. Like, if you're familiar with any of my tutorials or videos, you know I pack on the powders like crazy, and so I don't know, being super dewy where it feels dewy like kind of intimidates me, and that's kind of what this does. Like, it really makes your skin look dewy. It's pretty, it has a youthfulness, adds a youthfulness to your skin, but if you go overboard with it, it can kind of leave your skin feeling dewy too. And I like to be able to touch my skin and not worry about like stuff moving around. It's like I like it matte, so that way I touch it, I don't get anything on my skin, you know, or my fingers, you know, or it won't rub off because it's still like dewy and wet kind of thing. And that one can kind of do that. Even still, I do like this. I feel like if you're kind of careful with it with just like a nice little spritz, not too close, it gives you a beautiful glowing radiant skin, but it's easy to go overboard. Oh, as well, like I love the mists on these. All the Pixi sprays are just have this beautiful mist. I'm gonna back up from it. Oh, can you see that? I don't know if you can see it because it's so, oh, it's nice. Beautiful mist on those, so I highly recommend. I think they're kind of more expensive for being like a drugstore brand. They're like $15, but they're really good, and I feel like they last quite a bit. Anyways, next up is a setting spray from Urban Decay. This is their all-nighter cherry scented setting spray, and the all-nighter is a great formula. Everybody knows, there's nothing really to say about that. As far as the cherry scent, I thought it was okay. It wasn't a little bit, trying to refresh my memory on it. I mean, it wasn't like crazy scented. It wasn't over the top, like overwhelming, like I've smelled others smell, which I don't mind. I would have preferred it to be a little bit more like fragranced or a little bit more of a sweet smell, but it was just like, okay, it had a cherry scent, but not like a really sweet, amazing scent. It was just like, it was okay. I mean, some people might really like that factor of it, and I did think it was neat that Urban Decay kind of dwindled into that fragrance type of setting spray, but it was just okay to me. Anyways, but I do love the all-nighter setting spray. It's one of my favorites. Anyways, moving on, I have an empty, or oh, look at that, I got a little tiny bit left. I could kind of rock some of this. Let me get this out, can I? Yeah, okay. Oh, yeah. Oh, smells so good. I just doused myself in body spray. Yes. Wow. Why was I trying to throw that away? I still had some in there. This is the Vanilla Bean Noel body spray from Bath & Body Works. We all know, I'm sure. This comes out only during the holidays. This is the one I purchased last year. I usually get some of these fragrances or sets, like the lotions and stuff like that, every year. I actually have not purchased any this year. I kind of was like, I don't know. But my daughter bought some too. She really likes this scent, and then the candied apple, the red one. I think that smells really good too. So she did purchase them, but I didn't repurchase. I mean, like literally, I still have a little bit left. This from last year. Usually I try to do that anyways. I try to like stretch them because I know they're limited edition, only come out in the holidays. So I stretch them anyways. But I have this other perfume that I really love and use more than anything. So I kind of just been using that more than my body spray. But I do love the Vanilla Bean Noel scent. So good. Moving on, I got another kind of spray, but this is a dry shampoo spray. This is the Not Your Mother's a Clean Freak dry shampoo in the scent Warm Sugar. They have a variety of different scents. I think they have like an orange one, a coconut one. I don't know what else kind of ones, but I really like these ones. I think they're really affordable. You get a lot more in here compared to other ones, like the Batiste I think is like $1 more and you get like an ounce less. So I think this is a good deal. It does a really great job in my hair. Even though it has like the white spray, I don't feel like it leaves a white cast. I say that because like I have it in my hair right now. I've like purchased a backup already because I love my dry shampoo. I can't live without it. So love that. If you're looking for a dry shampoo, I haven't tried that, get it. It's good. Moving on, I got a Bath & Body Empty. This is from NBA Cosmetics. I've talked about their Bath & Body products before. I love them. If you're into Bath & Body, check out NBA Cosmetics. You might not think, if you've not heard me talk about this before, you might not think that a cosmetic company has Bath & Body stuff, but they do, and have a ton of Bath & Body stuff. It's amazing. Some of my favorite stuff. So anyways, this is their whipped souffle, kind of like soap, or whipped soap souffle, hello Maria, in the scent Pumpkin Crunch. Oh my god, it smells so good. Oh my god, it like literally, there's like the tiniest bit left that collected, but it smells like I want to get a spoon out and eat it. And it's like whipped. I'll insert a picture of how it kind of is supposed to look when you first get it. But it's basically like a whipped, almost like a whipped cream, but a little bit thicker kind of soap. And it's very nice. It smells so good. I can literally like walk around with my nose stuck in here all day. It smells so good. Pumpkin Crunch. I recommend that scent. It smells so good. I definitely need to purchase some more of that. So good. Oh, I have some more setting. Oh my god, I have like so many setting sprays. That was another thing, like when I was going through my drawers, I had like so many setting sprays. Some that I've opened and used a couple times and stuck back in the drawer, and then opened new ones. I'm like, Maria, why are you doing this? Why are you using some, putting them away, and then opening up new ones? Like, just get through the ones you've opened. Like, come on. So that's what I've been kind of trying to do. So as you can see, I've got a lot of setting sprays. So here's some more. This actually isn't a setting spray. This is the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water, but it can be used as a setting spray too, but it's also a primer like spray. There was a time when I was obsessed with this, and this is actually old. I only had like the tiniest bit left, and I was like, I should try to use this. Sidetracking myself. I was obsessed with this for a good long time when it first came out. I purchased this twice, I believe. This was the second one. I never ended up repurchasing because I was just like kind of over it. I don't know. It's like a pretty expensive primer water, but it was really nice. I remember really liking this. I'm kind of tempted to get another one just to see what the fuss was about again. I cannot remember, but I do remember really loving this stuff. So if you're looking for a primer for your foundation, for your face, but don't like typical primers, I think that was my thing. Like, I don't necessarily like, there's some that I do. I know I've said this. There's some that I do like primers, the ones that are more like lotion and not that silicone gross feeling. But if you're like me and you don't like primers, but you feel like you need something to help your makeup stick and feel nice on your skin and prep your skin, this, I'm pretty sure that was why I like this. But I just thought, I was like, I don't need it. I don't know, it's expensive and I don't need it. I think that's why. I just was like, I don't really need it. It's nice, but I don't need it. Moving on. Sorry, I'm rambling. I'm in a weird mood. I saw the box. I'm just so weird, but this was a pretty box. This is the Ciate London Dewy Spritz. This stuff is awesome. It also has a really, I don't have barely any left to show. Nope, it's not going to spray out nicely. Ugh, the little bit that it sprayed was so good. Anyways, this stuff is really awesome too. I really love this. This also gives you, well, it's dewy spritz. That should tell you something. It does give you a little bit of a dewiness to your face, but not as intense as the Pixi Glow Mist. That one really gets you dewy. This one gives a nice, like, natural dewiness to your skin, and it's not over the top. It also has a very nice mister, like I tried to show you, but obviously it's down to the end, so it's just spitting out now. This also says it's skin hydrating. It contains hyaluronic acid and green tea extract. It is also oil free, so love. You guys know I love hyaluronic acid, one of my favorite skincare ingredients, so this, I really, really liked it. And I have a backup of this as well, and this is one of those things also that kind of has maybe like a little bit of shimmer or something in it, so you do have to also shake it up to kind of really get it mixed up before you spray it. But oh, so good. I feel like this is kind of expensive too, but oh, it's so worth it, especially if you like something that makes you a little bit more dewy. But yeah, I really like it. Next up, the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. Okay, first let me just say this because I meant to update you. I said this in I'm pretty sure it was the last Empties video that I filmed, which was probably the beginning of October or around there. Yeah, because October and I didn't do November, it's December now. Yeah, okay. So, and I had finished up one of these and I said that I really like this, but I felt like I went through it pretty quickly and that I had a brand new one that I literally had just opened and used on the 1st of October, which is this one, and I said that I would use it only, like only this one, for the month to see how long it would last me. And I did make a few exceptions because I think during the month I had gotten the Urban Decay All Nighter Cherry, but I think that was more towards like the middle end of the month. I only used that a couple times just to like try it out and demonstrate it for my videos. But anyways, for the most part, I used this and I wanted to see, like, just using this, how long it would last me. And I made a little note on here of when it officially ran out, and it ran out November 5th. So it basically lasted me almost exactly a month, just a little bit more than a month. I will say that this might last the average person maybe a little bit longer because the way I use setting sprays is I often use them like 3 times when I do my makeup, which is kind of excessive. Like, I will use it after I do foundation, concealer, and powder. I'll spray my face. Then I'll do contour and blush, spray my face. Then I'll do highlight and spray my face a final time. So that's kind of my routine with setting sprays. Not all the time, but for a lot of the time, that is what I do. It's excessive, and I did that often with this. Mostly just because I felt like this just feels so nice. The way it sprays out with that aerosol can, I love. I've talked about this before, so I'm not going to go ramble on about it again. It has such a fine mist that, and I just feel like it really melts your makeup together, especially if you go a little bit too much with powder, which I often do. So it kind of just melts your makeup together. And I love that. So if you're not using it that excessively, then it'll probably last you a little bit longer. Additionally, I freaking love this for shadows. So I feel like I want to say that, like, oh, any setting spray will work, or just use water will work to like wet your shadows. I used to think that until I tried wetting my shadows with this. This is way superior. Like, this does not do the same thing as the Urban Decay All Nighter. Like, that one will, yes, work to kind of help your shadows go on a little bit better, but this does a better job. And I think it's due to the fact that this has glycerin in it. That is the second ingredient. It's water, glycerin, water and then glycerin, and that like really just does something to your shadows to really give that oomph. So yeah, I would recommend for that. And I kind of want to repurchase mostly for that, even though I have like, I probably have like 10 setting sprays on my dresser right now, so I don't need another setting spray. And there's others that I would recommend purchasing over this one, but I kind of want to purchase another one just for that, like just to have on hand for my shadows and for like when I really want to meld my makeup together. I don't think I need to use this 3 times because it got to a point where I was using it and it was just a little bit too much. Just like I said, I don't like my makeup too dewy. This one does give a little bit more of a dewy-ness to your makeup, but I feel like even more natural. But if you're going crazy like I was, there was a point where it was just like my makeup was just like too dewy. It was too much for me. So I need to tone it down a little bit with that. I really wish they would come out with like 2 other versions. Maybe one that's like a matte setting spray and one that's just like a normal setting spray. One that won't make you dewy, one that won't make you dried out or matte, but just like a normal regular setting spray. Like, because I love the aerosol can, I love that. But they need other options, and people I think that have oily skin probably won't like this as much because it does really amp up the shine. And I know that throughout the day, like whereas if I'm using the all-nighter setting spray, I still look good, I'm still matte, and all that. With this one, like throughout the day, like I feel like my makeup was just wearing down a little bit quicker and just getting a little bit too dewy, a little bit too oily, but not oily, but you know what I mean? I'm just rambling on and on. Anyways, point being, this one kind of goes kind of quickly and it's kind of expensive, but it is a really good setting spray. I love it for eyeshadows. Okay, that was a lot. Moving on to one that I've had and it has been empty for kind of a long time, but I just kept this bottle. I don't know why. I think I was just like keeping it because I thought maybe I'd fill it, or maybe I would use it for something else. I don't freaking know. But anyways, this is the MAC Fix Plus setting spray. It's just like a little mini. I actually received this as a gift from a friend in a like swap we did. Actually, maybe I should keep this. It's a really good like little spray, and I like that it twists like this and like this to spray, and then twists like this so you can't spray. Maybe that's why, but I never ended up using it. I never ended up reusing it. Anyways, but I did a swap, like a makeup swap with a friend a long time ago. I got this. I used it up. I loved it. Just kept the bottle, but it's been in my drawer and I'm like, this is empty. Why do I have this? So I'm getting rid of it. But MAC Fix Plus, obviously a cult classic favorite. Good. It's good. I like it a lot. Then I also have this. This is the Ulta Beauty Matte Makeup Setting Spray. It's a little mini one. I did a video testing out like pretty much a full face of Ulta Beauty makeup. I will list it in the cards. If you haven't seen that, go check it out. I had a lot of fun. This is one of the things that I got and had tried and used up because it's just a little mini guy. But the Ulta Beauty Setting Spray is actually really, really good. And I felt like even though it's like one of these just regular sprayers, like it sprayed out pretty well, no complaints. I really like it, and I think they're just like $6 or maybe $10, something really for a regular full size, and it's actually really, really good. I thought it worked really, really well. I'm pretty impressed. Moving on, I have some makeup wipes, kind of boring stuff, I'm sorry. This is the Equate Beauty Makeup Removing Wipes. You get these at Walmart. I usually buy these in like the 3-pack because you can buy like a 3-pack for, I don't know, like $4, something crazy cheap. There's 40 wipes in a package, so it's like a really cheap and good, like good value, and they're really good wipes. Like I've tried a lot of different makeup wipes. I tend to always go back to these one because they're just easy to get. It's like at Walmart, they're affordable. You get a lot of them in there and they work. So yeah, I really recommend. And then I have these from Ulta. Again, another little sample that I got with my little Ulta Beauty thing, and I shared them in the video. These are the on-the-go makeup removing facial towelettes with vitamin E and provitamin B5 for sensitive skin. These are actually really, really good too. They're kind of a thicker cloth, and they just removed makeup so well. And so I actually did end up purchasing these full size instead of these because I was making a purchase on Ulta anyways, and I just really liked them and wanted to have them on hand. I would say that these are probably a better value because in this, I'm pretty sure the full size only has 25 or 25 cloths, and they're like $6, but I saw they were doing like buy 2 get 2 free, which I still think this is probably a cheaper deal. But anyways, these are really good. I think the quality is actually a step up from the Equate ones anyways, because they are a little bit thicker and because they do have that vitamin E and provitamin B5 and stuff like that. So I don't know, I was all for it. So I did pick up those, and I would recommend those. I think they're really great. All right, speaking of makeup removers, I have this empty of the Ciate London Makeup Melter Balm. I'm not sure if this is full size or not. This is 1.35 fluid ounces. I'll put on the screen if this is full size or not. I feel like if it's full, this is the full size, it's kind of an expensive balm, and I would recommend instead getting the It Cosmetics Bye Bye Makeup Balm because I love that one. This one looks similar in packaging, although this has a glass packaging, and I believe the It Cosmetics one is plastic. So this is pretty, like a little bit more luxe. Ciate London kind of is a little bit more of a luxe brand, so the prices are a little bit up there. But it's really cute, and it is a makeup balm. To me, let me just say, I received this in PR. I received a few things from Ciate London in PR. I got to pick out what they asked me what I would want to try, and I wanted to try this because it looked like it would be similar to the It Cosmetics Bye Bye Makeup, and it does look similar, but it's not as similar. Like this one has a little bit more of a greasy feeling. It does remove your makeup, but it leaves your skin feeling greasy to where you do need like a cleanser or soap and water to remove it, whereas the makeup, the cosmetics makeup remover washes away clean. Like it doesn't leave your skin feeling greasy. You can literally wipe it away with makeup and you don't have any kind of residue. You can wipe it away with water and there's no residue like on your hands or skin or anything like that. So that's why I really prefer the cosmetics one. This one worked really nice, but I don't think I would repurchase it with my own money just because I know I remember it being an expensive one and it just wasn't like my favorite type of remover. It was okay, but not, I don't know, not my preference for a remover. So anyways, moving on, I got another setting spray. This is another Gerard Cosmetics Slay All Day setting spray. I say another because I had a couple of these in other Empties videos. I've kind of been trying to go through these because I know these are a little bit older too. And I've just had like several bottles that were like half empty or like, you know, only a quarter left or whatever. This was the scent, oh, what was the scent of this? I think it was watermelon. Oh, yes. Or peach? I can't remember. Usually the scent's on the bottom, but it's not. This one came off. But anyways, I really like the Slay All Day setting sprays from Gerard Cosmetics. I am an affiliate with Gerard Cosmetics, so I do have an affiliate discount code. I can't remember it off the top of my head, but I'll put it on the screen in the description box as well. And I like their Slay All Day setting sprays. This is a spray for a more of a matte setting spray. So a lot of these ones are like dewy setting sprays, but this is a matte setting spray. Really quickly, I have a few kind of like essential oil doTERRA empties. I might have touched on these a little bit in my doTERRA haul. I will link that as well in the cards. Because I repurchased some things, so I kind of mentioned that, but it's a long video, so is this one. So anyways, I did go through my doTERRA On Guard toothpaste, which I love. You guys know I've talked about it a few times on my channel. Used that up and did repurchase another one. If you saw that haul, you know that. I used up a Melaleuca tea tree oil. I say this all the time. I use that all the time, pretty much every single day. I use tea tree oil. I love it. Then I have an empty of Breathe, which is the respiratory blend essential oil. I diffuse that a ton. I love like putting it in my hands and smelling, like to kind of open up the airways and help get like breathe. It's like similar to like the effect of like Vicks, where it really helps you breathe kind of thing, only it's, you know, like a natural essential oil. Love that. Also ran out of On Guard, which is the protective blend, kind of one you would diffuse. I pretty much diffuse it daily or all year long, but especially during 6 season to kind of help prevent the germs from spreading and all that stuff. And then I have another declutter item. This is the, what's the brand? Organic deodorant. No, that's not the brand. What's the brand? Ginger lemongrass, that's the scent.
3 hours later.
Unearth Made or Unearth, I don't know. I'll have to figure it out and link it. I think I got this in a subscription box, maybe a Lux Pineapple subscription box. I used it a couple times, but I'm decluttering it because it just is no good. I don't even know if I said this is an organic deodorant. It's aluminum free, vegan. It includes essential oils, which all sounds great. I do use a natural deodorant I talked about before. I cannot remember the brand off the top of my head. I have one in here. I'm a freaking mess, guys, sorry. This is the one I use. It's from the brand Live Beautifully. I've talked about this before in a previous Empties because I ran out and I repurchased. Love those. And that works for me well. But I got this and I was like, oh, I'll try it. Another natural deodorant. It's always a good thing. This one, though, does not work for me. For one, it makes me stink worse. Not like BO necessarily, so it kind of does cover like this like stench. But the ginger and lemongrass scent of this does not work well, mesh well with my body chemistry. Literally smells like marijuana on me. Like a stinky pot smell. It's gross in my opinion. Like I don't like that smell at all. I think it's disgusting. Ugh. And it makes me smell like that. It makes me smell yucky. Additionally, it makes me sweat so bad. Like I put this on and almost like within a couple minutes of me putting this on, I start sweating profusely. And I'm already like someone who sweats quite a bit. And I feel like this one like does really well. I don't think these are necessarily antiperspirants because they're natural, but I don't feel like I sweat like crazy with them. But this, it's like I put it on and instantly, I'm like literally, I was dripping sweat down my arm. It was disgusting. I'm like, what the heck? So I kept trying to give this a shot. I used it like 3 or 4 times and I just realized like, this is no, I can't. No. So decluttering that. All right, wrapping up this video. Well, not really, I've got quite a few things, but anyways, I'm finally moving on to some makeup items. I'm sorry, this is probably the more interesting stuff. I probably should have shared this first, but anyways, I've got 2 mascaras to share with you. If you have not seen, I actually did a full video of like dedicated to mascara empties. There were literally 20 mascaras that I shared my reviews on, as well as I put demos of each mascara so you can see them in action. 20 of them. If you haven't seen that video, I will link that in the cards as well. If you're interested and want to learn more about 20 mascaras, check there. That was a time-consuming video that I put a lot of time and effort into, so I hope you enjoy. Anyways, but I have 2 here. I actually talked about 2 of these already in that video, but these are 2 additional empties that I recently ran out of. This is the Equate London Lash Alert Mascara. This is just a little deluxe sample size. This is one I purchased. I had received Equate London mascaras as well as like eyeliners in PR a while back. I fell in love with them and ended up repurchasing. This is what this looks like. I really love this mascara. I would recommend. Equate London is kind of a more expensive brand, but they're good mascaras. Like, obviously I repurchased because they're that good. And I had mentioned in that video that I had purchased this and another one. It was like a full-size one, and I got this one free. It was like a little set, and it was the same price as like just one single one. So I was like, yes, I will take the one with 2. Next up is one I'm kind of really upset about. I literally just opened this and it dried up. Like, literally it's dried up. I was blown away. I was like, are you kidding me? Brand new, and it was dried up. I don't know if it's just because it was in that kit. I don't know. I feel like I probably should have like taken it back or said something, but I don't want to waste the time, even though it's a waste of money. I'm so ticked. I was really excited about having this mascara again and using it again, but unfortunately I received one that was dried out. And I bought this with my own money because I remember loving it. And I couldn't even use it. I was so freaking bummed. So yeah, don't get to use that again. And I probably won't repurchase now because I have so many mascaras. Originally I was like, I don't need to repurchase anything anyways because I have so many, but I just saw that deal. I really wanted it, and it wasn't really a deal. Waste of money. Alright, and then I have a Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion. And this actually still has quite a bit of product in it. It really does. Like, oh my gosh, there's so much. But I'm decluttering this just because, not because I don't like it. I've used it. You guys have seen me use it a lot. But I realized I've had it for quite a long time. Probably a year or maybe a little bit longer than a year. And I was looking and realized that the expiration date on this is 6 months. So I was like, I'm gonna go ahead and declutter this. I mean, I put it on my eyes and it's expired. I've had it for so long, and I just like, I'm like, no, I don't want to take that risk. So I did buy a new one. I was really curious to try the anti-aging version, so I bought that, and I only bought the like deluxe size, the deluxe sample size, or the mini size, or whatever it is, smaller than this, because I was like, what a waste. There's so much product in here. I don't think anyone can use this much product in only 6 months. It's kind of crazy. So it's like, I just bought the mini version and I'm getting rid of this. So, but good stuff. Yeah, gotta get rid of it. Then next up I have this lash glue from Pure Cosmetics. And as you can see, there's still some kind of in there. I mean, it's mostly kind of stuck to the side, but it's pretty much empty. Thing is with this, like in pretty much any eyelash glue, it gets to a certain point after like, I don't know, month or 2 of use where it's just like it gets stuck and it gets gloopy and thick, and it's really like, even though there's some in here, it's just, you can't really use it. It's kind of unusable. So I'm getting rid of it, and I already have 2 other backups because I love this lash glue. It sticks really well. I love that it's, I already showed you, I love that it's the brush tip. It makes it really easy for getting precise amounts of product on your lash band. I know a lot of people really love and rave about the duo glue, but I really can't stand the duo glue because it's in the squeezy tube, and I always feel like anytime I've used it, I just squeeze out too much, and I can't, like, I just, no, I don't, no, I can't. I had originally used for the longest time the Esquito lash glue, which is a little bit bigger than this, and it's also a brush wand, and I really like that one too, but it's kind of pretty expensive, and I really liked it. But when I discovered the Pure Cosmetics glue, it's very similar. It's a little bit smaller, but it's only $8, and so I was like, I'll just get that. It's a little bit more affordable, and it kind of does the same thing. It has a really great hold, so I really like this and have purchased several. I'm not on the Pure Cosmetics PR list, so like I said, I purchased that with my own money. So yeah, anyways, I really like it, recommend. Now I have some brow products to share with you. So this is the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Definer, and I got the shade Light Brunette. It's just, gosh, I keep trying to open this up and this is coming apart. It is just like one of those skinny brow pencils, which I think I've talked about before, that I don't really care for the skinny brow pencils that much, mostly because I have thicker brows and I tend to fill them all the way in. Like, I don't create brush strokes or hair strokes. But I kind of turn my tune around whenever I'm doing like a really quick, like want to do my brows really quickly. Now I do something completely different, but I would like to use the skinny brows just to really quickly add a bit of depth, dimension, something to my brows. It's just really quick and easy to use the skinny pencils. The only downside is that they go very quickly. Like, I really love the MAC one that I received in BoxyCharm, but I go through it so quickly. It's just, yeah, I have so much thicker brows. Anyways, I just find them really quick and easy to use, so I do like them now. But again, like I said, I don't like them for the fact that they just run out too quickly. But so I did find this at the drugstore because it's L'Oreal, and I like it. Okay, it's not quite a dupe for the MAC one, but it's similar enough, does the same kind of thing, and I know I liked it. But yeah, it's another product that kind of ran out pretty quickly. But I might repurchase down the line. Then I have this, I'm kind of disappointed about this. This is the Maybelline Tattoo Studio Brow Tint Pen. I got this shade Soft Brown, and it's like one of those kind of felt tip pen brow products, and it's got like, you can't really tell, but I'll maybe put a picture or something, but it's like got like 3 little prongs like this so that you can brush on, which you can't, like, you're not going to see anything because that's what's wrong with this product. I use this maybe for a week. I mean, you can kind of see, so there's a little bit of product coming through, but barely anything. I use this for maybe a week and it's already kind of like dried out. Like, I try to put it on my brows and like, unless I press, I'm like getting nothing. So that's me pressing, but then you're not getting those hair strokes. So I don't know, I'm getting rid of this because there's like no product left at all after using it for a week. So definitely it's a waste of money. Do not recommend. I mean, if this didn't dry out and worked, like, I would recommend, because I liked the effect when I used it. Like, the first 3 days I used it, it was great. After that, it kind of just kept going downhill and wasn't working, dried out on me. So that's unfortunate, because it's a cool product, cool concept, but just dries out way too easily, and it's just not worth the money, even though it's drugstore. Next up, I have a brow pencil. This is from Beauty Junkies. And I've used it all up. This side still has quite a bit of product, but I'm getting rid of it anyways. It's their dual-ended brow concealer. One side has a matte concealer and the other side has like this shimmery highlight. Let me see. It's pretty, but I just don't use it, and I won't use it. Can you see it? Yeah. Where is it? Anyways, it's pretty, but I don't use this kind of shimmer on my brow bone, and I won't use it, so I'm just getting rid of it. But I used up all of the matte concealer side of it. You guys have seen me use this a ton, and almost any time I do my brows when I'm putting on powder, I pretty much outline my brows with this concealer and do that routine. So you guys have seen me use this a ton. I have like 3 backups. I love this stuff. Then I have this like tiny little Anastasia Beverly Hills Clear Brow Gel. This is actually like so old. I just found this again. It's another thing in my drawer that was just sitting there. I was like, this is like 3 years old. Like, why do I have this? So dried out. But I remember this is what made me fall in love. It's just like a sample size with the Anastasia Brow Gel. It's so, so good. Really gets your brows like in place, not budging. It gives that kind of almost crispy brow effect, which I know not everybody loves, but I do. I now use the Cosmetics Brow Power Pomade, which is basically a clear brow gel, but they call theirs a pomade. And I love that. And it's actually more expensive than this, which is kind of crazy because I remember not wanting to purchase this full size because I thought it was expensive, but now I'm seeing something more expensive. How crazy is that? Anyways, I do like this and do recommend if you really like to keep your brows in place. And then lastly, I have this Lorac Front of the Line Pro Felt Tip Eyeliner. This is another thing, like there's like a tiniest, like, but nothing. Yeah, it's dried out. I've had this actually for a couple years as well and forgot I had it, but again, I was cleaning up my drawers and cleaning up my desk and I was like, what is this? And I see it and I'm like, oh, does this still work anymore? No, it's dried out. We are getting rid of this. Okay. And there's clearly a lot more stuff that I probably need to declutter and get rid of too. Stuff that's just old, stuff that's sitting there that I don't use, crazy stuff. But anyways, that wraps it up for all my empties and the things I'm decluttering this month. So I really hope you guys found this helpful and enjoyable, learning about the stuff I used up and my thoughts on them. I'm so sorry that this was so long. I want to try to, like I said, do these every month so they're not so long. But like I said, I just didn't get a chance to film last month, so it's been, let's just say that, it's just been, but yeah. So I'll try to be keeping it up the following months and stuff like that so it's not so at hand. But still, I do hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to check out the description box for I'll have everything listed there that I mentioned in case you're curious about anything and want to look into getting it or whatever. I'll have links to some of the videos I mentioned and all that good stuff. But anyways, with all that being said, I just want to thank you so much for watching, and until next time, much love and hugs to you. Bye, beauty babes. Mwah!